My travels around Ethiopia really continue to impress and challenge my expectations. I went on a mini adventure this week to Wenchi. It wasn't my first time, but this one-of-a-kind place always surprises me. I camped out, met the most beautiful people, and got some recharging rest over the weekend. I wanted to share it with you guys, so join me as I explore the caldera of Wenchi. This is my favorite time for road trips. I love it when the overhead sun is not too hot and the air is not too cold after the sky turns dark. There were scenic views along the whole road once we left the city, and buildings made way to wide farms and greenery. I immediately felt the rural atmosphere as livestock replaced cars and the tempo slowed down. I enjoyed the fact that I took public transportation all the way. I highly recommend you guys try this yourself because of the practicality of the trip. I took a minivan from Addis Ababa to Woliso, then a bus from Woliso to Wenchi that dropped me off by the roadside. I reached Wenchi in the afternoon and hiked carrying heavy backpacks full of food, water, camping gears, and tents. It was a bit challenging because hiking down the hill into the crater carrying all this stuff was not too fun, but I was sure that it would be worth it. We had arrived with a lot of time to spare and I felt the air become cooler. It was so refreshing, but words can't describe how lovely it felt to reach our destination with so much energy. Beautiful is honestly an understatement. The climate is so ideal, you can never be tired out here. My hiker friend Elul said he had someone he wanted me to meet here and I was very eager. We walked into the village and met our humble host, Tesfaye. We received a warm reception and generous hospitality every minute from the beginning. I was very energetic, so we went for a short walk and swam in the lake, which was freezing, by the way. I'll admit, cold water is always very refreshing. I felt rested instantly since everything was so beautiful and peaceful. The calmness and silence was just unreal. Spending a beautiful day at Wenchicraterlake. This right here is a lake that is formed by some volcanic activity, and it's like one of the clearest waters I've ever been to in Ethiopia. I'm staying here for the weekend, gonna be camping. I just went for a really nice quick swim. The water is like freezing. It's so cold, but yeah, I've been wanting to do cold plunges, so I can't wait to share what it is like to camp outside at Wenchi. Yeah. After we dried ourselves up, we went straight to mingling with the community. There were so many adorable children playing in the village. We also got to meet the local seniors. And I mean 3 of the oldest men in the area who were kicking it back, drinking shots of arage in the shade. It was a very nice afternoon and I can say my time was well spent. But the night was still young, so we got back to Tesfaye's house to grab dinner.
Kilo lamarra kan keeti sinya esikene. Ay Amerika ino. Mejamara Amerika taun.
ይሄ ያንቺ ነታላካው ዘመንሽ ነው ላካልሽ አለ።
አረ ዛሬ
ትናንትና አይቴ ሳልበላ ተመለስኩ። የትናንትና ነው ቆጫኝ ተቀማስ
Meeting Tesfaye was one of the keys to a fulfilling stay here at Wenchi. He later introduced us to his loving family, and they were such a delight. His wife was very playful and hospitable, going back and forth to meet our needs and take care of us. Their 2-year-old son, Bakila, was an angel too. He's lucky to grow up in such a warm and caring environment. I felt blessed to be in their home. These people don't hold back with their generosity and share everything they have to offer. They made us delicious dinner, some late-night coffee, and poured us some shots of strong arake. We were drinking and bonding late into the night. I had a great time, and these are the type of memories I want to collect throughout my life.
ለሱ ይጣፍጣል እኮ ለዛ እኮ ዝም አለ ተስፋዬ ብጠብቅ አይናገርም ዝም አለ
የወሬ ስትሉት ሲያያት
Wow, it's so beautiful to wake up in here. For me especially, because there are no cars, not a lot of crowd or people. Like, your view is just literally this, and you can hear like lots of birds and like all these animals. So nice, so serene. The people here are so hospitable. They made me dinner last night. They're gonna make me breakfast right now, and the coffee's so good. Yeah, they really want me to stay here. I want to stay here. I just have lots of things to do in Addis, so I really don't want to think about getting back to the city, but I love it here. When I tell you that I could live here, I could live here. But I'm super thankful, super happy. It's safe to be here. I encourage you all to do more of this. Yeah, let's go grab breakfast and some coffee. This is the house where Tesfaye lives. He was kind enough to host. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. የቆጮ ዱቄት ማለት
ይሄኛው ስለደረጋ ስጉቤ ካይካሬ ወጪ
ምንድነው? እንኩሮ ነው የሚባለው። ብዙውን ጊዜ ለቁርስ ነው የምትበሉት?
ብዙም ዳንግዳ ሰጣ ነው እንጂ ማንም አይጠቀምም።
ምንድነው በየቀኑ የምትበሉትና?
በየቀኑ በላ
ቁርስ፣ ምሳ፣ እራት?
ቆጮ ካገኘን ጤፍ ሌላ እሱ ነው እንጂ እኛ የምንጠቀመው ቆጮ ነው። በቃ ቡናችን እናፈላለን። የማታው ቆጮ ነው በቃ የምንበላው። አታም ጧትም በምን ትበላላችሁ? ከምን ጋር አብራችሁ? በቃ ከተገኘ ወጥ።
ኦኬ።
ካልተገኘ ባዶ።
እሱ ወጥ ነገር ነው።
ቁሌቱ ነው እዚህ ለሚጨመር።
Bakila was waiting for us, taking in the sun naked. We asked for him to wear something, but this pure little infant refused despite our best efforts. So we went back in the house for some breakfast where something special was cooking. I learned how to make a traditional breakfast dish as Tesfai's wife showed me how to make nkuro from scratch. I didn't know if I would like it, but I took one bite to sway me. The flavor is just magical. I'd heard the insect that grows around here is the best, and the dish just proved that to me. After a morning coffee ceremony, our batteries were full and we were off into the crater's gift. They told me there was a mud bath, hot springs, and more. I was excited, so get ready. Let's go. It's so beautiful taking a walk here. I'm actually walking to the place where you catch a boat to cross the river and go to the mud bath. So yeah, really can't wait to exfoliate. We took a boat ride across the lake and I was told the other side would be even better than anything I had seen so far on this trip. It's so cold. We made it safely, and if the boat ride cruise wasn't enough of a thrill, this part of the trip just shook me. I noticed the change in the scene right away. Green vegetation everywhere you look, grassy wetlands with lots of streams, singing birds, shepherds, and their livestock. It was something out of a fairy tale. I think this is all due to the fertile, mineral-rich volcanic soil. I was in a complete awe of what I was witnessing. This is unreal for a person that just lives in a very crowded city. Okay, I didn't realize the hot spring was this far. And we're still walking. It's been 30 minutes already. The scene changed so quickly. It's more greener now and there's streams all over the place. Wow, so many horses and sheep. Wow. The next item on our itinerary was the mud bath session. After a long hike, we got there, and to our surprise, there were some people who were spending their day there. I undressed and dipped myself into the mud bath. You see, I don't speak Oromifa, but I was understanding the locals despite the language barrier. It can't get more intimate than this, right? Once we finished, we then had to rinse off the mud, which was convenient thanks to the hot spring waterfall nearby. That's fine. This is how showers should be. They say the hot spring water is good for your health when it falls hard on your back. It was so soothing. I walked away feeling amazing. Wow, life is so good right now. That hot spring right there, so good. I was just trying to head back to my tent, but they said there's sparkling water we can drink, so why not? የቀላው ምክንያት the sulfur? Yeah, it's red. No wonder why. Last but not least was a surprise that was waiting for me. We approached a spring which had reddish soil around it. I was curious to know what it was. They told me it was a natural sparkling water that flows continuously out the ground.
ከጠላ ይበልጥ ወዳለው ብለሃል?
እወዳለሁ።
ጠላ ይሻላል?
ይሄ ጠላ ይበልጥ ነው።
Everyone urged me to try some, and they seemed to love the water here. I was hesitant at first because of obviously health concerns. It is said that this sparkling water has healing powers and it's like holy water in that regard, so I had to try it. After drinking it, I really enjoyed the taste and mouthfeel. You can tell that it was clean and safe. I can also assure you now that I'm okay. I had to take a risk and try it to myself because you only live once and you can never know when you'll find a natural sparkling water from the source itself, right? Wenchi was the ultimate getaway and it was nothing fancy or difficult to get to. I want to remind you all just how accessible the place is. Treat yourselves to such experiences and you'll never be the same again. These are the feelings I live to experience, the personalities I dream to interact with, and the many scenes I crave to take in. Wenchi had it all and more. I'm very grateful for this. To express my gratitude for everyone who made this trip so amazing. Thanks to Elul for showing me this breathtaking side of Wenchi and accompanying me on this trip. I would also like to thank Tasfai and his entire family for welcoming us so openly and being so hospitable towards guests. They value visitors so much here, and this is proven in their saying that goes, "Ingida kubur no." This roughly translates to guests are honorable, and they live by this principle. I left as I took portraits of the family as a gift. I promised to print the photos and give it to them myself when I go back soon. Thank you for watching this video till the end. I hope I've inspired some of you to travel more and explore. I'll be back soon with more travel content, so stay tuned. Bye.